the biggest question you should ask yourself as a real estate agent in this industry is, what is your CCR, your closing conversion rate? How many properties did you manage to close so far this year? If you had 20 purchase and sale agreements signed, how many of those did you manage to close? If you had 20 of those purchase and sale agreements and you only closed 15 of those, pretty much you lose 25% of your business. So is that 25% of your business very important to you? If they are very important to you, how you can do a better job, how you can manage not to lose those business? Probably you didn't lose those business because of you. You did your job, but most situation is because the mortgage institution, because of your loan officer. Is when you get a pre-qualification letter or you get a pre-approval letter and you are sure that it's going to close, but it didn't close. What was the reason? What was wrong with the pre-approval letter? We know the difference between a pre-qualification and a pre-approval letter. Of course, pre-qualification is a little bit more risky than a pre-approval. But do all the pre-approvals are the same? What is the strategy? What is the process that every loan officer used to get a pre-approval letter? Some of the loan officers that I know, the mortgage institution, they can give you a pre-approval in just one day. They collect basic information from your client, pay stubs, W-2s, bank statements, they pull the credit report, and with that information, they give you the pre-approval letter. But what happened when you find the property, you sign the purchase and sale agreement, you send it back to the loan officer or to the mortgage institution, and it didn't close? What was wrong? Wasn't that, after all, a pre-approval letter? And this is the thing. Most loan offices, most mortgage institutions don't spend enough time doing the pre-approval letter. They rush and send you a pre-approval letter with basic information, but they don't do the right job up front. What we do, or what I do during my process, I get all the conditions, all the information before I do a pre-approval letter. Yeah, it may take a little few more days, even a week, to get a pre-approval letter, but I get all the conditions that I need from. If there is any issue with the credit report from the client, I had to make sure I clean all those conditions before I send it to my underwriter. I order verification of employment and I get all conditions that I need, even the taxes that I need for the last 2-3 years if it's necessary, in order to clean those conditions. I send all the full package to my underwriter team, and my underwriter are the ones who decide if that's a good pre-approval letter. That way, when the pre-approval letter comes from my underwriter team, it's 100% guaranteed. And I want to give you a quick analogy so you understand my point. When NASA decides to send a rocket to space, that rocket only takes a few minutes to go from Earth to space. But during those few minutes, that rocket spends most of the energy. 80% of its fuel, 80% of its energy is expended during the launching process. After it goes to space, everything goes smooth, without complications. So you can use the analogy on a rocket. Why we cannot use the same concept on a mortgage? Why don't we collect all the information, all the conditions before the pre-approval process? And that way, when your client find the house, get signed purchase and sale agreement and come back to the mortgage company, everything is already done. You only need to start process basic information, basic things. And that way, you're not gonna have any extension, you are not going to delay the process, you're gonna be able to close in time, and you're going to be able to get a better conversion rate at the end of the year. So if you want to learn more about my process on a pre-approval letter, and if you want to know why you should ask your loan officer or your mortgage institution, or how you can get more loans closed this year, please give me a call. I'm here always available, and I would like to talk to you about this particular process and how I can help you. Until I see you next time, have a good day.